So it's day 49. We're waking up at the Echo Lake Lumber Mill here in Far Harbor, a lovely little homestead in the middle of a, a radioactive swamp. Overnight, it seems like our settlers have gone and spruced up the place a little bit with Piper's help.
Hey,
Was hoping to talk for a minute.
what do you want to talk about?
Look, I know I ain't the easiest man in Far Harbor to get along with. Social graces, well, that's never been my strong suit. Thing is, most folk in Far Harbor ain't worth a damn anyway. All of 'em cowering behind their wall, too scared to fight for their home. Can't like someone I can't even respect. And, well, that brings me to you.
How does it? So Longfellow is nice to people he likes, is an ass to people he doesn't, and it seems to be a pretty arbitrary distinction between the two.
You lack social graces. What makes you think that?
Yeah. I ain't going soft on you now. Don't be thinking that. All I'm saying is, it's good to meet someone who can take care of themselves for a change. Hell, I ain't been close to a lot of folks in my life. And there's even fewer I'd call a friend, but who knows? We stick together long enough, Captain, that it might just be that you're my next one.
You sure about that? My friends tend to get into a lot of dangerous situations.
That's every day of my life.
How's that for
All right,
timing?
enough of this blubbering. You lead and I'll follow. Seems to be working out so far.
Well, let's get into a fight. Sure, we'll shoot the foot.
Some luck.
So let's get started with our day. All of our settlers' hard work has netted us with another perk point, and in keeping with the plan, let's go with another rank of Ninja. So over here on the back of the Echo Lake Lumber Mill is this little log bridge, which will lead us to the second main faction of the island, the Children of the Atom. We've certainly heard what Bar Harbor thinks of them. Indeed, Alan
Don't know
Lee,
what's more sore, my back or my feet.
you recall at the start of our time here in Far Harbor, it's mentioned that he's already executed one, and we stumbled into him executing another. Now, Avery didn't seem too happy about the first time, but whoa,
Good time to stop for a drink, yeah?
but she didn't seem too concerned about the second time, so
It's ours now, eh, Captain?
oh, well, we're at Teetha's bone.
We ain't alone here.
You know what? Oh, legendary. Let's see if we can one-shot this thing. We can one-shot this thing. Another legendary gulper. Well, before this,
What was that?
just wanted to make sure that it didn't wind up getting knocked off the road into the. Oh, come on, give me something good to shoot at. Oh, fine, we'll shoot the left arm then.
Well then, what's next?
Nimble, like, no. I'm sure there are builds that could really help, but mine is not one of them. I think we got a freezing break open shotgun for the first one, which, well, oh well. You know, the odds of us getting the exact weapon or piece of armor we're looking for are almost nil, so let's keep those legendaries coming, and one of these days we'll get our explosive assault rifle. Alright, well, I'm guessing this is going to be our destination, and let's see if we can figure out who started this war and, well, what we can do about it.
Richter, please, you can't do this. We've been
It's
loyal.
Grand Zealot to you, and your dedication has come into doubt. You need to prove your faith. One of you may return to the fold. The other will return to Adam.
Richter, this is insane. You can't expect us to...
Will there be anything else?
That'll be all, sister.
Thank you, Grand Zealot.
Well, that's not exactly the start that we were hoping for. Perhaps there's a good reason for what just happened?
Hi there.
You. What are you doing here? Did Far Harbor send you?
I was sent here by a child of Adam I met outside of Acadia.
That's so. Likely more of Sister Harriet's good work. So, you've come to find a place among Adam's
I've come
children,
to poke
then.
around. Well, I kind of have to ask.
What was happening with those two children of Adam you were interrogating?
An issue of loyalty. Not something you need to concern yourself with.
So I'm not getting an answer.
Now, unless you've come to join Adam's faithful, I suggest you go on your way.
So I haven't brought Longfellow with me to meet these guys before, and I'm guessing he's gonna hate literally everything I do here. Let's see just how much.
I'm interested in joining. Sign me up.
Decisions of who may enter our family we leave to Adam. You'll have to perform a ritual. Prove yourself worthy in his eyes.
By doing what, exactly?
There is a small spring not far from here. Those chosen by Adam drink and are granted something. A token, an experience. Those not chosen rarely return.
All right. I'll do what Adam requires.
Then let us hope he deems you fit. Go to the spring. Drink. You come back, we'll discuss you joining the faithful.
No? Nothing, no freak out from that long... I guess if he were to freak out about that, it would lock out a whole bunch of the content. Yeah, kind of makes sense that he doesn't. Let's go drink from a spring that most people don't return from. So as you may have guessed, the Children of the Atom basically worship radiation. And you go in the forums for the game, they're basically referred to as nutcases. But in the actual Fallout games, that's not so much the case. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's disprove that thought right here and now, though, by drinking from this. If you insist. You see, in real life, radiation is pretty much a 100% negative thing. There's only some rare cases where there's some benefit to the, chemotherapy and the like. Generally speaking, radiation is considered a bad thing, but here in the Fallout world, there are plenty of positives. You have ghouls who basically are ageless. They're not immortal, but they don't, well, they're ageless. They don't age. You have super mutants, which are healed by it, as with ghouls. And even my character, I've taken several perks. You see my HP counter down there. I'm taking rads all the time, and it's just going away. As a matter of fact, radiation actually heals me too, because of the ghoulish perk. So, for someone to worship radiation in the Fallout world, it's really not so far-fetched. Now, the game will play up a bit of this with some humor, and that's fine. But oh good, Longfellow's following me through this this adventure. But you'll see the way that they're treated by the actual writers. It seems that the writers themselves are very much aware of this. And it treats them as a cult. There's no two ways about that. But not as some completely out to lunch cult. There is something to this. Indeed, with this, you see that shadowy figure that we followed to get out here. It's a question that never actually winds up getting answered. The first time I did this quest, I thought, in the end it would wind up being, there's someone out there that's that's playing with them, and you're gonna find out who the shadowy figure was, but after playing through it several times, I like the fact that you don't, because it just leaves the question of, are these guys onto something? Are they crazy? Well, you'll never know. And that's fine.
Take 'em all.
I saw fortifying. Fortifying, fortifying.
Anything good?
I mean, it's good, Longfellow. It's good. Do you want it? You know, this could have been a much, much better hidden puzzle if it just, like, say, named the elements and you had to put together Mother. The way it just sort of puts it there, a little too easy, I think.
Needs a password. Must be some clue around here. M-O-T-H-E-R. Mother? Could that be the password?
Alright, what do we have here? Burnt textbook. Well, that's certainly worth worth your guys' effort. The Sacred Elements. Okay, that didn't seem to have anything in it about as useful as that burnt textbook. And Mother icon.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if that's hell yeah worthy. Well, we've got it. Take your caps. Oh, glowing fungus. Should have a quick peek around and see if there was any more of that outside. So this is interesting. In addition to glowing fungus out here, they have a Blast Radius board game, which actually, if I'm not mistaken, when you break it down, has nuclear material in it. It's an interesting thought that these guys would be gathering things that would have nuclear material, and that board game is one of them. I can't help but think that cutting directly across to get back to the nucleus is probably going to bite me, but yeah, there it is, just as I say it. Although that disease is probably the result of like 15 different things I did in there that raised my disease risk pool. I was more worried about running into something that would kill me. Let's go and take care of that illness, though.
Here we go.
Well, I was expecting ghouls in a cemetery, but...
Find a bit of exercise.
Oh, come on, come on! You'd think by now I'd be trained to expect not to get anything decent. I guess it's like playing a slot machine. As much as every sane part of you knows you're not gonna win, that crazy human part of your mind believes you might. At least unlike a loot box, legendary rolls are free. So I did your completely insane thing.
Came back. More than I expected. Did Adam reveal something to you?
I don't know.
I drank from the spring and was led to this statue. But was it supposed to be by a creepy woman?
A woman? Led you to that icon? What woman? What did you see?
Is there something special about this thing?
I think it may be a message from someone very important. So I need you to tell me what you saw.
It was otherworldly. The woman, she was like a living shadow cloaked in mist.
Adam above. You really did see her. The Mother of the Fog. The Mother is a messenger from Adam. Acts as a guide to those important to his plans and the future of this family. She's the one who led the first of us to this place. And if she revealed herself to you, then I'd say the path he's laying for you is clear. If you are prepared to take the next step, then I believe there is a place for you among Adam's children.
After all that, there's a speech option for, you know, I think I'm gonna pass. Well, let's let's not let's not do that.
You mind if I ask you some questions first?
If you must.
So, what exactly happened to me at the spring?
Seems Adam granted you a vision. Only those deemed worthy of joining the children have them and live. But for some rare souls, he sends more. A messenger. Or in your case, the mother.
Are you willing to tell me what was happening between you and those two children when I showed up?
Our family is built on trust. Many people on this island would kill us without thought. Those two needed to prove they could be trusted.
By killing
One
each
did.
other. You know, I could ask about their beliefs, but let's go with the show not tell approach. I'm sure we're gonna learn plenty about them momentarily.
That was all the questions I had.
You're ready to take your place among Adam's children, then?
Sure. I'm willing to learn.
Good.
What's there to learn? Besides, letting madmen tell you how to live and pretending to worship something that don't exist.
There it is.
Head inside and present the icon to the High Confessor once his sermon is done. He'll be interested to see that. Once you've spoken with him, you should come see me. Have a task I think you'd be useful for. And here, some more appropriate attire. But know this, we are all devoted servants to Adam here. Messenger or no, actions against the family will not be tolerated. Welcome, sister.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be wearing that.
Believe the confessor is wrapping up his sermon. You should head inside.
They are doomed, brothers and sisters, and they know it. The people of Far Harbor need only peer out their windows to look upon the face of Adam himself, given form in holy fog. Yet no matter how inevitable Adam's reign in this land may be, they deny it. Scoff at us behind their condensers. Kill our missionaries. Slay those who only wish to bring them the light no longer. After years of skulking in the shadows like whipped dogs, our purpose is clear. And I know the key to our victory lies within the nucleus itself. We will claim the secrets hidden away by that accursed robot, and with them, we will wipe Far Harbor from the island. Adam's veil will roll down its streets, holy fog cleansing the land of their heresy. And when we are finally granted division, it will be as heroes. A new day dawns, brothers and sisters. Glory to Atom! Glory to Adam!
I kind of thought he was going a different direction with that.
I know that you can hear me.
I figured that he was saying he was going to use his sub here to nuke them, but
Deliver me from
no,
this.
he only wants to
Ah,
roll the fog
our
on them.
family has gotten a little bigger. Welcome.
Well, hello.
Pardon me, brother.
Another child, dead at the hands of Far Harbor. Barbarous animals.
So, this is starting to sound like one of those conflicts that's been around for long enough that no one actually remembers who struck first or why. Let's, before we go and talk to the confessor, let's have a chat with, well, let's actually grab as much glowing fungus as we can possibly grab, but let's chat with pretty much everyone here and see what they have to say. Let's start with Zealot Ware.
Excuse me.
Yeah? I mean, glory to Wait, you're the new convert. You happened to see Brother Devon, the sickly
dream?
guy praying off by
Indeed.
himself.
Honestly,
I think so. Is he the one with the propellers and the periscope? I mean, he's kind of hard to miss.
No, he'd be the skeletal one with all his hair falling out. See, Brother Devon, he's been on a fast, a long one. No food, only irradiated water, waiting for a sign from Adam. Most folks would say that's real admirable, giving yourself to Adam like that. What do you think?
It's his choice, right? Who are we to stop him?
That's easy to say, but look, me and Devon, we weren't born with Adam's blessing like everyone else around here. Rads, they hurt us. Now, Devon thinks fasting and refusing meds till he dies is gonna get Adam to grant him some kind of revelation or something. I've tried talking to him, but he won't listen to me anymore, and everyone else in this place thinks what he's doing is a brilliant idea. I know we don't know each other, but if you could convince him to quit, I'd owe you. Could give you some anti-rad meds I've cooked up. Recipe, too. Got some stuff in it that could come in handy, even for folks that don't mind rads. What do you say? Talk to him for me?
So that was an interesting graphical glitch we had in the middle there. Oh, we're getting it again. You notice he said in there that a lot of them are, if not immune to rads, resistant, so not all of them are. And that further brings up the conundrum of, is this actually a religion? Or are these guys crazy?
Anti-rad meds? Are those allowed?
No one's gonna bother you about scouring off the globe, if that's your concern. They understand we weren't all born with his
See, there we
blessing.
have it again.
But my brew will clear away some rads and give you a little kick of energy. Anytime I make a batch, you're welcome to some. Give you the recipe to boot. So you think you'd be willing to talk to Brother Devon about this fast of his?
Sure, I can talk to him.
Okay, sure. I'll talk to him.
Oh, thank you. Please, just do it quick, all right? He's starting to look bad.
I hope those graphical glitches are just a function of this particular area. I'd certainly rather that not become a common thing.
The vessel is breathtaking.
Let's see about
machine
Brother Devon.
Dedicated to
Holy
spreading
Adam.
Adam's glow.
From this spot, Is that you? Oh, holy... Oh, I'm sorry, sister. I thought you were... Never mind. Did you need something?
You seem like you're expecting someone.
I am. Adam came to me, and I will follow his command.
And what exactly did Adam command?
That I need only wait for my saving grace. Jet has been my crutch for many years. One day, I was in the woods, polluting myself, when a figure strode from the sky before me. A verdant stag, wreathed in holy glow. It commanded me to return to the nucleus, and to leave behind my iniquities, and give myself fully to Adam. For my dedication, Adam would send another messenger, who would free me from my shackles once and for all. That, sister, is why I must wait.
I have good news. I am Adam's messenger, and I have come to free you from your shackles. There. Now, let's just keep this between us, okay?
You're the messenger? The shackles are gone? They are, aren't they? Oh, thank you. Thank you, your brilliance. And don't fear, messenger. I will keep your secret. Oh, Adam above, thank you. I can't believe it. His messenger.
So, as much as that's one of the funnier moments of the DLC, in real life, I think that would be a really deceptive thing to do. He genuinely believes in something, and
You
I
did
really undermined it.
Adam above, you did
But
it.
it's a video
Here,
game, so...
Anytime I brew a new batch, you can have some. And if there's anything else I can do for you, you let me know.
You mentioned before you're affected by radiation. Why would you choose to live in a place like this?
Sure beats where I came from. Before joining the family, I was a trapper. Lived with a nasty bunch out in the fog. Barely scraping by. Kind of place you slept with a knife under your pillow to make sure no one stole your food. But one day, out hunting, we stumbled upon High Confessor Tectus and his crew on their way to a pilgrimage. We surrounded them, took them captive. Figured we could ransom them back for some grub and ammo. I pulled guard duty, and me and the High Confessor get to talking. You can probably figure out what happened next.
You turned on the trappers?
Mm-hmm. The High Confessor started describing the life I could have at the nucleus with Adam. 3 meals a day. Not having to worry about getting eaten in my sleep.
That's a
Radiation
perk.
wasn't even that much worse. Plus, I had my brew to handle that. Ended up being a pretty easy decision. I helped the children clean out the trappers and started my new life here. So, Something else I can do for you?
Didn't need anything at the moment.
All right, then. Take care of yourself.
Well, who's next on it? Jeez, this stuff's just everywhere. It's almost as much as there was in Point Lookout. Just doesn't stop. I guess it makes sense. These guys probably actually actively grow it. So I think there's a couple shops down that way. Let's have a peek this
We'll all
way
be divided before
first.
Sister Mai finishes her work on the decontamination arches.
Okay, so it looks like
That's
this is the way
the
I'm
old
gonna get
hunter.
into
I had not realized
Into
he
the
found
submarine.
the light.
yeah, keep moving, keep moving. Keep moving. Fine, I'll find a way to oh, there's a ramp over here.
Ah, there you are. I have a job for you.
I take jobs.
So long as it doesn't involve drinking from any more poison water features.
No, not so much. There is a woman, one of our own. Or she was. Gwyneth. But she's given herself over to something dark. The Confessor ordered Zealot Thiel to track her down, but the heretic eluded her. Now Gwyneth has begun profaning our holy sites with her mad ravings, openly flouting the word of Adam. The High Confessor wants her found and executed.
We can't try talking to her? Maybe she'll see reason.
Won't lie. Sister Gwyneth was a good woman. But whatever's driven her to this lunacy, I'm not sure how much it's left behind. Regardless, the High Confessors decided her abandonment of Adam's too great a sin. The refusal of his grace can't be permitted.
Well, presumably he's gonna send someone. And most likely whoever he sends, if it's not me, is definitely gonna kill her. So let's take the job and see where it goes.
I'll find her, Grand Zealot.
Good. Speak to Zealot Thiel. She should be able to point you towards Gwyneth's trail. Bring Adam's judgment to the heretic. Now go.
So this is starting to sound
Far
less and
Harbor
less
had their
like a
chance to embrace
legitimate
Adam's
religion
word.
and more like a cult.
It's too late for them now.
Is this a, yeah, that looks like a somewhat precarious way down, but a way down nonetheless. The Archimist? Is Archimist an actual word?
Hi there.
Ah, the latest addition to our little family. Welcome, child. If you are in need of aid, you've come to the right place.
If I was in need of aid, I wouldn't come here.
You don't sound so great. You all right?
Old wounds. Reminders of a wicked life.
What sort of wicked life?
You know, I have to
I
ask.
was a doctor in Far Harbor. I fell for a pious man. A man who has since abandoned us. We were chased from town by those upset with our union. I must have angered Adam as well, as he afflicted me with this.
Well, that certainly doesn't paint Far Harbor in a strong light.
Could use some supplies, actually.
Curatives and chemicals.
Nothing interesting with her. Did she have mentats that I'm allowed to steal? Or is that just match? Nope, that's mentats. Thank you. I'll turn around and sell this to another merchant. What do we have?
Pardon me.
Glory to Adam, sister. You must be the one Richter sent out to the spring.
And
When
you're
appeared, turned
named.
into a slobbering goon. So I'm guessing you had a favorable experience. What visions did Holy Adam bless you with?
Slobbering goon. Do people have bad reactions to the spring?
Few make it through the ritual intact. Sort of the point. A vision from Adam is a great honor, not something to be granted to the unworthy. So tell me, what did you see?
A woman. She guided me to a small shrine. The Grand Zealot said she was called the Mother of the Fog.
What? You? Saw the mother of the... How did... I guess it's not our place to question the ways of Adam. If there is anything I or the other Zealots can do to serve, all you need to do is ask.
So you're a Zealot. What is that exactly?
We are defenders of Adam's faith, and guardians of the nucleus. Most were mercenaries or trappers before they finally came to Adam. Though Richter, apparently, was actually a soldier of some rank in his old life, if the rumors are true.
Oh, she was the one I was supposed to talk to about Gwyneth.
The Grand Zealot sent me. Tell me what you can about Sister Gwyneth.
Very well, as I'm sure the Grand Zealot informed you. Gwyneth was once a devoted member of our order, though prone to strange moods. She was well liked by many. The Grand Zealot in particular seemed to have a fondness for her, at least until she turned her back on Holy Adam. It was my duty to find her. But Gwyneth was always clever. I'm ashamed to admit that I failed.
What caused Gwyneth to turn her back on Adam?
I can only tell you what I saw. She was praying quietly, when she suddenly leapt up and began to shout that Adam is a lie. When Tectus confronted her, she struck him with such force that she knocked him to the ground. When she realized what she'd done, she fled. Tectus wanted us to send someone after her, make an example. But at the time it was not his decision. Confessor Martin insisted we wait, hope for her return. Sadly, that never happened, and we gave her up for dead. That was the end of Gwyneth. Or so we thought. One of the acolytes spied her at a holy site, but she escaped in the fog. It was not long after that the blasphemous messages appeared, and we knew it had to be her.
Why not just ignore her? Is Gwyneth really that much of a threat to you?
No, that is out of the question. Adam's will is clear in this matter.
Is it, though?
Heresy cannot be tolerated.
I can tell Gwyneth was your friend. How do I know you didn't deliberately fail?
I would never risk defying Adam's will. My
It's
faith is
interesting
my
that
life.
she used the
My
word
devotion to
risk
Adam is
there.
absolute. Despite your insults, it is my duty to help you in this matter, and so I will. You should begin by searching the holy sites. Perhaps you'll find some clue I missed.
So initially, you hear that they're chasing her down because she doesn't believe in the same thing. Then you find out that she attacked them, and you think, oh, well, violence against, the High Confessor is probably one of them, punishable by death things. But apparently that was against a previous High Confessor who told everyone to let her go. And now the new Confessor is deciding sometime later to go after her. We'll certainly have to see how that plays out. Mai, I heard your name before. What do you have to say?
Excuse me.
Was wondering when I'd get to meet our newest member.
Well, here
I'm
I am.
Sister Mai. And rumor has it, you're the one who caught the attention of the Mother of the Fog.
That's what I'm
you
told.
happened to catch the Grand Zealot's, loyalty test too?
Yeah, I saw it.
Look, it's a lesson worth learning now. Trust is a big deal in this family. Our members need to know how to steer clear of trouble. Just stay on the High Confessor's good side and you'll be all right. Now, there's something I can show you? And, not sure if the glow bothers you, but I can help with scouring too.
Well, I think we know what she means by scouring, but let's
You
ask.
mentioned scouring? What's that?
Oh, right. Well, most of us here, the glow doesn't harm us.
Certainly
But
not
Adam's
you.
picky about sharing his blessing.
Well, except your hand
We
was
keep some
glowing there, wasn't it?
anti-rad meds on hand for those in need. Most folks around here, High Confessor included, consider it kind of a penitence. Scour oneself and embrace the glow anew. So, did you want to peruse the goods?
Well, I definitely want to see what she has for sale, but, let's go quest hunting.
Was wondering if there was anything you needed help with.
Well, there is a project I'm kind of stuck on. I assume you saw the old rad decontamination arches on the way in. I've been trying to fix them for a while now, but I hit a snag. I need a pump regulator with some serious chemical shielding, industrial grade. And if any place on this island is going to have one, it's the Vimpop factory. The place is swarming with mutants, but if you're up for it, I can make it worth your while. You interested?
Why fix the decontamination arches? Don't they get rid of radiation?
Not the way I rigged them. I
Of
bypass the
course.
filters, so once we get the regulator in place, we'll have a clean way to get a big dose of glow. So, you game to recover it for me?
By the look of your hands, you've had plenty of glow. But sure, we'll do it.
All right.
If
I'll
that's
track
really
down
what
the
you
pump
want.
regulator for you.
You will? Fantastic. I figure it'll probably be somewhere near the mixing room. Just watch yourself out there.
Will it
alright?
fit in my
Now,
pocket?
Was there anything else you needed?
Yeah, let's shop.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Nothing's junk if you use it right.
Well, this is interesting. This is Sprinter's gear on an arm. This doesn't happen naturally in the game. You can't get a drop of arm armor with Sprinters. But it's also incredibly heavy, which, while weight isn't all that much of a problem, it's going to affect my ability to sneak, which I admittedly don't do all that often, but Since she's a store, I am allowed to come back later based on my rules and buy it later. And oh, speaking of which, 14,000 caps. Yeah, I can't make that happen right now.
Pardon me.
Wait. You're the one they're saying saw the mother.
That'd be me.
Good omen. You looking for weapons, ammo, plenty of gamma rounds?
Folks here seem pretty heavily armed for a religious organization.
Well, that's actually
Island's a
kind of
dangerous
reasonable.
Place. Heretics, trappers, beasts of the fog. Adam may have granted us this kingdom, but he left it to us to preserve it. Now, can I show you something?
Let's see what you've got.
Weapons of the Chosen.
Well, would you look at this? It's certainly not the weapon I would go for if I could choose what to get explosive on. I'm not a huge fan of the radiation damage on there as a modifier, but it's explosive. It's 709 caps. Yeah, we're taking this. And it would appear that he has the left arm variant of the recon armor that we saw downstairs. And this seems to have the Martyr legendary effect, which I'm not all that interested in. It's also very heavy, but interesting nonetheless. So I'm guessing the High Confessor probably wouldn't be too enthusiastic about the fact that I'm selling a ton of jet to his followers.
Caution, sister. Last child who tried to claim the secrets within roused the guardians of the base. So unless you've been tasked by the High Confessor, I'd steer clear of the command center.
Wait. I could just ask her, what secrets do you think? Oh, well, here's our whole plan.
Secrets? What secrets?
We do not know. The High Confessor believes the key to eliminating Far Harbor is locked away in there. So you can understand why the children would be eager to claim it. But one of the recent aspirants appears to have tripped the old security system. Now, only the brave, blessed, or mad enter.
Well, you're in luck. I'm all three.
Don't fear, sister. Adam will shield me.
I expect our fallen brethren thought the same. But if you wish to put your fate in Adam's hands, I will not stop you. May he watch over you.
Whiskey's running low. Better find some more, and soon.
So it's awfully tempting to just head on in there. If you see the map marker, that's for the quest to get Dima's memories back. I'm worried that might lock some stuff out, so I am going to avoid that for the moment. Let's go and chat with the High Confessor. I'm sure he's a lovely fellow. After all, who wouldn't want to live in a rusted, broken down nuclear submarine like an 8-year-old? Well, I shouldn't say that. It's their religion and, well, you know, yada yada. Let's go in and have a chat. Well, this is cozy. Hi?
Ah, I'd heard whispers of a new convert. Welcome, sister. How does it feel to take your place among Adam's chosen?
Okay, you standing there like that is, well, suffice to say, I'm not exactly comfortable right now.
More rads than I usually like. That's for damn sure.
Ah, you do not bear Adam's blessing.
Well, I kind of do,
No,
but I still don't want the rats.
A number of our brethren live so. But I digress. I have a question for you. You've been to Far Harbor, yes? Seen its barriers against Adam's holy fog? Its citizens' blasphemous refusal to vacate what is clearly his domain? What would you do with such a place?
So from what I understand, he actually did try to reach out and make peace, but I get the impression that his acolytes didn't come out and say, oh, hi, you know, we want to be friendly. It was more, oh, hi, you're all gonna die and we're gonna laugh. But let's try this answer.
I'd reach out to them. Try to make peace.
Do you not believe we have tried?
I'm
They
skeptical.
damn well better make peace. These lunatics so much as lift a finger against Far Harbor. There'll be consequences for all of them.
For years, my predecessor begged for peace, while Far Harbor fortified their bastion of heresy. We tried to help them, to bring them Adam's light. Many of our brethren ended up dying for it. But now that I am High Confessor, that time is over. All Adam's foes, Whether Far Harbor cowering behind their precious condensers, or that ancient robot hiding away his memories within our very home, they will come to recognize Adam as the sole master of this island. But it is only through unity that we can succeed. Adam requires devotion from all his children. Embrace that, and you will do well here. Now, was there anything you required?
I found this icon. The Grand Zealot said you'd be interested in seeing it.
Is that the mother? So the whispers
yes.
were true. You saw the mother of the fog.
Sure did.
Many of Adam's children spend their whole lives wishing for such a boon.
Well, they should have been the
It would
protagonist
seem
then.
he expects great things from you, child. As will I. Now, was there anything else?
Would you mind answering a couple questions for me?
I would be happy to. What would you know?
What happened to the Confessor before you?
Martin. No one knows. One night he was sleeping in his chambers in the vessel, and the next morning he'd simply vanished. The other zealots and I organized a party to try and find him, to no avail. I wouldn't be shocked if he took up in Far Harbor or fled to the south. His dedication to Adam had become questionable. He'd done nothing when Far Harbor executed one of our missionaries, so I dare say it's best that he fled.
What happened to this missionary?
A foul atrocity. Our good brother Andrews had decided to brave the fog and attempt to bring Adam's light to that ghastly town, and remind the heathens of their trespasses. From what I hear, he'd barely spoken a word before they cut him down in cold blood, for nothing more than his devotion.
So that didn't exactly sound like a peace envoy, but, you know, that doesn't excuse them killing him. Well, this is interesting. Let's see what he has to
Child.
say to this.
I heard the children are responsible for the fog. Is that true?
Of course. The fog predates our arrival on the island, certainly. But before us, it was but an occasional presence. Yet through our faith, our devotion to family, Adam saw fit to reach across the land, claiming for us more, year after year, until near all lay beneath his grasp. Now, was there something else I could answer for you?
By devotion, do you mean, like, prayer, or do you mean, like, you were dumping barrels of radioactive waste in the water or something? Because there's a very big distinction there.
How is it you came to this place?
We were guided here many years ago, after our exile from Far Harbor. The first of us, my predecessor, Martin, and I, had come north at the behest of Adam's great prophet, Confessor Cromwell, from a small refuge in the capital wastes. When we arrived on the island, we found a few souls receptive to Adam's message. Anna, the Archimist, was formerly Far Harbor's doctor before she found the light. But most, they thought us a menace. We were chased from the town, driven into the wilds, barely escaped with our lives. Some of us were never the same. It was only thanks to the grace of Adam that we survived, and finally found a place that we could call home.
There's so much radiation on the island. How come people here don't get sick?
Some do. But most of our family has been blessed at birth with an affinity for the glow. It's no more to us than a May rain, warm, comforting. It's why a place like this island truly is meant for his children. Others simply wither away while we gladly await division.
That's an interesting point, that this place is actually rather ideal for them.
What can you tell me about division?
Adam's greatest gift. Locked inside us all are billions of invisible worlds, waiting only to be touched by his glow, in order to be born anew through division. During the Great War, It was granted to many, though they certainly didn't realize it. But today it is often a slow process, taking years of exposure in order to be realized. We are all here to spend our lives seeking the promise of division, however long it may take. Now, did you have another question?
Didn't have anything else for the moment.
Adam keep you.
So it's rather interesting that their religion is very much based in atomic theory. I mean, it's almost like they used a science textbook as their Bible, and let's be honest, there are worse things to use than a science textbook. But it's clear that they don't quite understand. We're not done talking to you, buddy. I have more questions, though.
Excuse me, High Confessor?
Far Harbor claims another of our brethren. Their demise cannot come soon enough. But, I'm sorry. You needed something.
At least he makes himself available.
I'd like to help the family. Is there anything I can do?
Eager. There is a member of our little community I've suspected for some time now. My own inquiries have proven fruitless. But your relative newness will likely make it easier for you to sniff out the truth. I would have you investigate this person. Should you find proof of any heresy or disloyalty, you're to bring it to me. Show you can be trusted, and you'll be rewarded.
What exactly am I looking for?
Hard evidence of any plots against myself, the family, or disrespect towards Holy Adam.
I was actually hoping more for,
transgressions
clues.
Cannot be allowed to stand.
Consider it done.
Superb. Bring whatever you find directly to me. Here, the person in question. Leave no stone unturned. This is a chance to prove your value.
I like how they even call it witch hunt. Certainly not ambiguous. Okay, so we have 2 map markers. Well, let's pick this one first. Well, apparently not on this floor. Guess we're going downstairs. So it kind of led us in this direction, but I don't see anything in here. You know, the very clear map markers are kind of undermining the whole mystery part of this. Let's see. So it doesn't seem like there's anything specifically at this spot. So let's go speak with Albert. And ideally find a spot where there aren't too many rads, because while I'm pretty darn resistant, I can still, you know, I technically still can die from them.
If you're looking for the crypt, you took a wrong turn. My job to take care of this place. You touch anything, I'm taking the limb. Understand?
Why build a crypt in the sub? Don't you have the entire base?
Keeps our fallen brethren near his glow. Near their family. Only spotted child should spend eternity. A true honor. Denied to too many.
Why would someone be denied a place in the crypt?
You've been out there, right? This place. It's dangerous. Take a wrong turn in the fog? Sorry, brother. Lost to the family. Wandered too close to the wrong settlement. Lost to the family. Adam help you, you look at Tectus the wrong way.
Oops.
You don't like Tectus, huh?
Who wouldn't? Man's a damn... that is, I like Tectus just fine. But, I think you should go.
Well, that in and of itself is probably enough to get her some divine retribution from Tectus. Let's see, where is her bunk? It's probably the map marker.
You saw
You're not
the
named.
Mother of the Fog. Adam must be watching over you.
Interesting. So that is the note that led to the little test out front. Is this actually her bunk? Have I gone to the wrong room? Oh, nope, that's I probably shouldn't be in there. That's probably wildly disrespectful. Well, this room's not exactly pleasant, but I think this would be her bunk. Ah, yes, you see the radiation disappears, which tells me that, yeah, go ahead and search around in this spot. Oh, and what have we here?
Just once, let me find a pair of socks that don't have holes in them.
That note alluded to secret correspondence between Aubert and someone called Ebert. And it also alluded to a key in a box in this room. So I spent longer than I'd like to say searching for this thing, and apparently the model has slipped through the floor or something because it's right here. Let's head back and see what this key opens up for us. You know, I suppose as long as quest items are gonna like disappear through the floor, it's not so terrible that I'm getting map markers. It'd be much nicer if, you know, they were just there, but, you know, then we wouldn't need a map marker. But, you know, here we are. Footlocker. Aubert's note. Oh geez, I just noticed my radiation. That's hardly ideal. Alright. Okay, so it's a pretty damning letter. Basically, it's saying that she's pretty sure that Tectus had the previous confessor, Confessor Martin, killed. If I were to give that to Tectus, he'd probably have her killed. Now, unfortunately, Aubert is downstairs in the reactor room, and if you look at my radiation situation, it's not ideal. So I'm thinking, let's slam a pair of refreshing beverages. And
better
then
not hear
go
any rumors flying
really
around.
right here in
I
the
didn't
middle
do
of a bunch of
anything wrong.
radiation drums.
Sister Aubert, I found this note you penned about the High Confessor. Something like this could get you in a lot of trouble.
My note? My note? Listen, I was mad. High Confessor's a good man. I wouldn't. Please, just let me have it back and I'll get rid of it. We can pretend this never happened. Please.
Don't worry. I'll tell him everything's above board. Here, take this and destroy it.
Oh, Adam above. Thank you. Thank you. Just, when you report back, tell him I'm loyal, all right?
And I'll leave out the
Please.
part that you're a frickin' idiot. Oh my god. You just leave notes like that lying around? What are you doing? Well, let's go get her off the hook.
Fog cannot be halted, only delayed.
Excuse me, High Confessor?
Hello, my child. Was there something you required?
I wanted to talk to you about Sister Aubert.
Yes. Tell me. What did you find?
Nothing at all.
I looked into her, but it seems that Sister Aubert's loyal. You've got nothing to worry about.
Really? I must say I'm surprised. Well, you've nonetheless lifted a weight.
Glad
from
to
my
be of
shoulders.
service.
Here, for your effort. Your service to Atom will not be soon forgotten.
Wow, that's kind of garbage. So that hat improves intelligence by up to 4 points based on your radiation poisoning, which is as useless as something can be for me because 1, greater intelligence means I get less experience points. 2, it means I can't use the marine helmet that's already doing a lot of good for me. And 3, radiation naturally cures on my character. Wonder how long we were in there. Oh, so the only reason it's still light out is because of a red... Wow, that is really disconcerting that a radiation storm can just light up the sky like it's still... Well, not exactly midday, but I guess that means it is time to head home. But what I would like to do when I get there is see what can be done with this explosive radium rifle. Now we definitely want to make it fully automatic. That requires Science 4. You know, if memory serves, I did still have a level up to go. Let's see, yep, That's right. I remember I brought it up to 3, but didn't need it at 4. Well, now I need it at 4. So there we go. Science 4. Alright, what do we get? We get 130 damage per shot. 200 damage per shot. But that's not what we need it for. We want the automatic because we're going to be using it for the explosive damage. So let's go ahead and do that. What do we get with a different barrel? Long ported barrel do anything? A tiny bit more accuracy. Well, I mean, sure. We probably don't need much in the way of a stock. But weight is not a problem, so why the heck not? Standard mag, well, large quick eject, that's kind of an easy slot. Basically, I'm just getting the best possible upgrade for each of these slots. Except, how much do I lose? No, I'll keep the range. I may put a muzzle on it to deal with recoil, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright, looks like I won't be able to try it out today, but tomorrow we'll certainly give it a try. So as much as I had planned to get a whole bunch of stuff done for the Children of the Atom, apparently they're almost as talkative as I am. So that pretty much ate up the whole day. But luckily we're smack in the middle of
Bring it
everything,
on,
and
I can take it.
clothing optional, huh? Well, you do you, buddy. So tomorrow we have... Oh man, we have all sorts of stuff to get up to tomorrow, including the last couple of quests for the for Far Harbor. Maybe we can get them all in one sweep, or maybe I'll split them up, but we'll have to find out tomorrow. I will see you then.